Hi. Today I wanted to have a conversation with you all. Um, my topic is diversity in a workplace. And today we're going to talk about natural hair. Whenever I think of my hair and when I chose to wear my hair naturally and stop processing it, the song that came to mind, the artist that came to mind was India.Arie. She made a song and it was entitled I Am Not My Hair. And she described all the different ways that she went through trying to make her hair less natural so that she would fit in until she finally realized that she didn't want to conform and her hair didn't make or break the person that she is. So she chose to shave it all off. Some people look at women and men of color and they don't necessarily understand the process that one has to take in order to straighten their hair. One of the methods is called the straightening comb, in which one would use the stove and a old-fashioned hot comb, and it would be heated up on the stove like such, and in small sections it will be combed through to attain a straight hairstyle. Or one can choose a more permanent method, because a hot comb is, even though it's not permanent, it can cause damage to your hair cuticle. When the hair gets wet, it recoils and it shrivels back up or curls back up when any moisture gets to it. Some people choose to use a more permanent solution and they turn to relaxers. Relaxer is a creamy substance that can be used, and some people get it every 3 to 6 months, and they go through the process of getting it put in. Some people use there are hundreds of different brands. You can go to a salon and they can do it for you, or they have at-home kits where you can do it. But these kits have also been linked to breast cancer. Well, not these kits, but hair relaxers in general. Hair relaxers, hair dyes, those sort of things have been linked to breast cancer. This is an example of a at-home hair relaxer kit. I recognize it in my own home. My family used them. As I was a child, I would see my mom and my aunts getting them. At one point in time, my uncles would get them when the finger waves for men were popular. Men and women both got relaxers. I say this to say there is a process that has to take place in order to assimilate the straight hair look. And when people like myself and others decide to no longer go the route of being natural, we fear that we will be discriminated upon. People are labeled as unprofessional, eclectic, non-conformative. The name calling and the stereotypes in itself can lead to one feeling displaced or not being able to arrive at work comfortably as themselves in their own skin with their hair simply the way that it grows out of their head naturally. Currently, there is a Senate bill called the Crown Act that has been presented. It was presented from California, and it was created to protect people with natural hair from discrimination in the workplace. Dove has actually backed it because they support the natural hair initiative that is taking place in our country. It's called the Crown Act. Goodness, you can't really see it from here. It is the Crown Act working to eradicate race-based hair discrimination. And if you would like to read more on that, you can pull that up on Dove.com. It is really important to me to educate people when it comes to natural hair in a natural hair state. My hair, I actually have what is called locks. My hair is maintained and groomed on a regular basis, and I have still been confronted with, why would you choose to do your hair like that? Or why didn't you just get a weave? Some people don't realize that in order to get and maintain a weave, it can be very costly. The trending style now, which is known as a lace front, can cost a person anywhere between $300 to $700 and more. And then one still has to consider having it installed. You have to pay for the installation. This is an example of a lace front. What one does is you will get your hair braided down like mine is on this side, and then they put a stocking and glue all the way around. So you have to walk around with that. And it's kind of like a hat in my own opinion. Or some people choose to go another route. Some people choose to get what is called box braids or a braided style. And even these styles are also costly. Typically, if you're fortunate enough to have the gift of doing hair, you're capable of doing your own, maybe. But if you are not, and you're the average person, it can cost you anywhere between $250 to $400, depending on the size and length of the braids. I say this to say, be culturally sensitive to your colleagues and other people who don't have hair like you. Some people don't wake up with naturally straight hair or easy to groom hair. And to automatically assume that one is being unprofessional because they have chosen not to straighten their hair is a little presumptuous. It's culturally insensitive. In the workplace, I have been asked numerous questions ranging from why would I choose to wear my hair naturally to why haven't I gotten a weave, or why didn't I just get extensions? And my response is always, my hair is clean, it is manicured. Why is it not professional? Because I have chosen not to process it. Many people have questions because it's not something that they understand. I've also had the occasional person or new hire, or being the new person in the room, someone will walk up to me and actually physically touch my hair. And it can make you feel about this big on the inside because someone is treating you like they're at a petting zoo instead of being culturally sensitive to your culture and your beliefs and your need or want to not process your hair. Right now, there are 7 states that have passed legislation protecting people with natural hair from hair discrimination, and 23 states that have introduced the legislation to be passed, hopefully. I just ask and hope that the next time that you ask someone or look at someone and have the thought in your head, well, why would they wear their hair like that? That you remember that diversity in the workplace is very important, and that being culturally sensitive all at times will mean understanding that different cultures and different races have different textures of hair and different ways of maintaining their hair. So long as they don't walk in with bugs crawling and lint and dandruff falling out of their hair and it's pulled back or just groomed properly, it's clean. Try to remember that you are culturally different. Thank you.